We're back. We're back. Final show, JP's Place Super's Corner, and I have a good friend, Rod Shepard, who, when we first started in 1995, I believe, was our first audio engineer here at the radio station WHIT. He also was the first audio engineer of, at that time, JP's Place, which was, we had just brought over from Cablevision. So, Rod, we go pretty far back.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Pretty far back.
I just realized how far back that is.
Pretty far back. I met Rod through his lovely wife, Iris, and ever since then I asked him to come in, and now he, very shortly after that, he developed his own program, and he's the audio tech teacher and band leader of our shows here, and very successful programs. And it's been my great pleasure to have known you, and I want to thank you for all the help and all the advice and all the technical know-how, which I did not have, but I still don't have, by the way. But I want to thank you for all the effort and all the concern you've shown the station and the program.
Sure, absolutely. You're welcome. I feel that I'm the one who should be thanking you. I love it here, and if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even be here. So I really want to thank you. I wish you congratulations on your retirement.
Thank you.
Sorry to see you go.
Yeah.
And hopefully better things in the future, more continued broadcasting.
Yeah,
Find
I'll
the
do
path.
I'll do something. I can't keep this mouth shut. It just keeps on going and
Right.
going and going. And but Rob, you just used what we have here, and you developed it, and now it's a great program that Audio Tech
Let
has.
me just break in and just why don't you tell
All
me
right.
like an early memory you have of building a studio or something that happened. Anything that sticks out, John?
Just being very frustrated with my other audio engineer, who I could hardly ever get in here. And
Right.
Rod, I remember Rod and myself trying to just jerry-rig some things together so we could have some shows. So it was kind of a very frustrating time because, we relying on another audio engineer who, I must admit, put in a lot of work and a lot of time, but we couldn't always get him, and
Yeah.
it was very hard
Well,
at
he
times.
was in demand.
He was in demand.
He's probably one of the premier engineers in the upper
Right.
Northeast. So
Yes.
he was kind of busy,
Right.
but
Now
we
I think
had-
he's David Bialik is his name, and
Yes.
he's now working for CBS. Very bright and gifted engineer, and
Yeah.
but he was hard to get. His time was not easy to schedule. And then I remember the equipment that we ordered didn't come in, wasn't coming in, or was delayed, and that always set things back. So it was a very took a long time to build this station. It really did.
Oh, yeah.
Almost over a year, I think. Between it was just a classroom, and we had to build it from that, and then building that, and then the equipment and getting that to work.
I remember the
took long.
first major transition was, and I had to deal with this myself with my own studio,
Right.
As well as the school's classroom studio, was the transition from the analog equipment to the digital
right.
equipment. Remember when the
Right.
first computer was put in with
Right.
the software? It
Yeah.
was like a whole new world, and the new
Right.
board that came in, it was so different.
Right.
Absolutely amazed at what we were able to do with that. And we had the old cart machines, remember? The
and
push
everything
button.
was all analog.
Yeah.
There was no computers. We weren't
Yeah.
computerized. And then, as Rod said, the transition to digital, that was a transition and a time, took some time and effort to change over.
What year was that?
I think around 2001,
2001,
2002,
2002,
something, yeah.
yeah.
And then that transition. Then I built the station in this cafeteria, which is had mixed results. We haven't really been using it too much, but the idea behind that was to get the students more interrelated, more connected with what we were doing,
And the
Well,
visibility.
and the visibility.
So that was
Well,
kind of cool.
I didn't bank on all the other factors, such as all the other offices around there where the teachers are, and guidance and assistant principals and principals. And
Well,
which is
unfortunately,
it
that's
makes-
a
yeah, that's a
yeah.
reality.
That's a facility
Yeah.
issue that
Yeah.
we're all dealing with at this
Right.
wing of the building,
Right.
because it's kind of hard to run one class next to another
Right,
class when
right.
we're all dealing with sound
Right.
issues, and
Right.
it's a little difficult. So we've been able to compromise.
Right.
Whenever, let's say, if I'm doing something and I know that Rob, the TV production
Right.
teachers, he's doing a shoot that's important, and he says, "Hey, I'm running a
Yeah.
shoot. Is it possible to keep it down?" Or we plan it in advance, and we work out a schedule that works mutually for
Right.
us. So, I mean, that's what we've had to do. Other programs don't have that, so we've been able to adapt to a lot of things here.
Yeah.
And just the difference between this room and that room.
I think when they built your room specifically, they said it was going to be soundproof. I remember that was the plan.
I remember it being built, and I remember
Yeah.
being told
Right.
to not get involved.
Right. But that was supposed to happen.
And
but
it didn't,
didn't, so.
And if there's anybody, my prior work experience
Yeah.
would tell me what needed to be done to make that happen, and I saw what was being done, and it wasn't happening. So
Right. Yeah. And by the way, Rod has his own studio, Xanthe Studio in Hoboken, New Jersey. How long has it been there now?
22 years.
Wow, 22 years.
Yep.
So it's an excellent recording studio. If anybody has some recording needs, it's called Xanthe with an X, right?
With an X.
Xanthi, Xanthe Studios, Observer Highway in Hoboken, New Jersey. And get everything you need right there,
Thank you.
Get your songs done, get your albums done, so.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it
It
happens,
does happen.
So, once again, Rod, I want to thank you.
Sure, and thank
for-
you.
For all the help and friendship, and I'm going to miss everybody here, and I'm going to miss you, and
Same here.
and thanks for being part of my experience here.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great success in the future.
Thank you. All right.